Hello, James Clay speaking. Hold on one moment. Hi, welcome to Mobile Learning on a VLE. Are you finding these devices the bane of your life? Are you always telling your students to turn them off before they enter a class or a lecture? Well, maybe we ought to start thinking about how we can use these devices for learning. Wouldn't it be nice if all learners in education had access to a wireless laptop and free wireless access to their digital resources at a time and place to suit them? The reality is that they don't. However, they do have mobile digital devices which could be used, such as phones, iPods, MP3 players, PSPs, portable video players. All these could be used for learning activities. Wouldn't it be nice if all learners in an educational environment had access to a wireless laptop and free wireless access? The reality is that learners don't always have access to the equipment to what we as practitioners would like them to have. However, they do have access to some mobile digital devices which could be used. These include mobile phones, iPods, MP3 players, portable video players, PSPs. These devices are used extensively for entertainment, communication, information, audio and video, but rarely used for learning. Though many of these have limited web access, most are unsuitable for viewing traditional web pages and cannot often access a VLE or e-learning content. These mobile devices often can't read PDFs, Word documents, PowerPoint presentations or other complex documents. Virtually all, however, can show images, short video clips, and some have the potential for interactive content. Most will work fine on buses, trains, planes, cars, and even on foot. I think I ought to make a few things clear. We're not expecting the colleges to go out and buy a whole range of video iPods instead of their usual computers. We're not expecting the colleges to provide the students with multimedia phones that can play video, send text messages and take images. We're not expecting libraries to replace books with portable PlayStations with people playing them in the corners of the library. We're not expecting IT departments to go out and buy portable video recorders that are playing video. Nor are we expecting the students to go out and get expensive phones that can record and play video. No, what we're talking about is using the devices that the students have already, using the devices that the students have gone out and bought for themselves for entertainment, for communication, for listening to music and for watching video. Now we know these are not ideal devices. Portable video recorders are great at playing video, they're less good at playing PowerPoint, but they can show PowerPoint as a series of images. And what we need to consider is sometimes something better than nothing? I am not advocating that an institution goes out and buys mobile devices for their learners, but more how we can take advantage of the portable devices our learners already have and are using. Most of these devices are not ideal solutions to learners accessing learning, but our learners have these devices and sometimes something can be better than nothing. So how does a practitioner convert and distribute content in the preferred format easily and quickly? How can a learner access this content easily and quickly? How can you ensure that mobile content will enhance the learning experience for learners? And then there is mobile communication, email, SMS, MMS, texting, video. How does the practitioner interact with the potential learning activities which can utilise this functionality? Obviously, the mobile phone can be used to make phone calls. Also, SMS text messaging is one thing that mobile technology excels at and learners are using now. So exactly what devices are we talking about? Well, a lot depends on what sort of learners we are discussing, whether they be part-time adult learners, full-time 16 to 19 or undergraduates. Each generally will have access to at least one kind of mobile device, often more. Over the next few pages I will show you some of the devices, their features and how they can be used. The iPod. Apple's iPod, combined with the iTunes Music Store, has changed the whole music industry. The latest model can play music and audio recordings such as podcasts. It can also show images and photographs, play video and has some PDA functionality. With third-party adapters, it is possible to record audio and upload images from a digital camera. An educational institution can now have their own iTunes store for learners to download files. Mobile phones. Every time you go to a conference, someone says, remember to turn off your mobile phone. Most modern phones, that's the last 4 years, can show photos and play short video clips. One of the obvious uses of the phone is SMS text messaging. Java can be used to write interactive learning objects for use on a phone, as done by the BBC. Newer phones have built-in cameras which can be used to record video and take images. Most new phones can play audio files, act as a music player and have memory card slots. PDAs, Pocket PC and Palm devices. These are mini computers with much of the functionality of a regular size PC. The latest models can play music and audio, show images and photos, play video, play Flash, view and edit Word and Excel documents, view PowerPoint, email and so on. Some recent models have inbuilt cameras for taking photos and video. Some models have Wi-Fi capability for surfing the web. When people think about mobile learning, these are the devices which often come to mind. PlayStation Portable. Sony's Portable PlayStation, PSP, is a portable gaming device but has real potential for learning. The PSP can play video files, it can show images, it can play audio. The PSP uses Sony memory sticks and proprietary UMD discs. A PSP can also connect to a Wi-Fi wireless network and has a built-in browser, allowing it to view web pages on the internet. The browser is quite primitive and the screen space is limited. MP3 players. Remember, these are not iPods, they're just iPod wannabes. These play audio content and some can record as well. Some can be used like USB sticks to transport digital content from one computer to another. There are also more advanced models which can view images and video like the iPod. PVRs, portable or personal video recorders. These are small video devices which can be used to play video. Some models are also able to record video from a video input. Virtually all can show images, play audio. Some models also have interactive content. Some also come with a memory card slot. The Arcos device has a memory card adapter, allowing it to be used with a whole range of digital devices to transfer content. So what are we doing? The WCC core team, working with our partner colleges, have been investigating the means and mechanisms of converting content for a range of mobile devices. We've been doing this to ensure that practitioners can both easily work with content for these mobile and portable devices, but also that the learners can access the content. Hello, I'm James Clay. I'm the Director of the Western Colleges Consortium for Online Learning, a partnership of 4 FE colleges in the west of England. The 4 colleges are Norton Radstock, which is the lead institution, Filton College, Weston College and City of Bath. The WCC has 3 core objectives. Number 1. To develop a virtual learning environment to be used by the students of each partner college both on-site and remotely to access learning materials. Objective number 2. To collaborate with the partner colleges in the development, purchase and customisation of high-quality learning materials to be delivered on the VLE. Objective 3. To exploit developments in ICT and ILT using new platforms to provide innovative solutions that allow learning at a time and place and in a mode to suit the learner. This objective is why we're interested in mobile learning. Learners often have mobile devices, usually phones. Not all learners have computers or easy access to computers, or computers aren't suitable for the location when they want to learn. Our focus is not on providing or giving learners mobile devices, but how we can prepare and deliver content for the mobile devices that they already have. We understand that most of the devices that they have limitations, but we're not comparing what we would like them to have in terms of devices. We need to compare with the current situation of having no learning activities at all for their current mobile devices. The WCC core team, working with our partner colleges, have been investigating the means and mechanisms of converting content for a range of mobile devices. We are working on processes that will allow learners to access their learning content and activities at a time and place to suit their needs via their mobile devices. We shall use the shared WCC virtual learning environment to host this converted content and for distributing it to the learners as and when they need it. So how long have we been doing this? Is this something new or old? Well, the WCC have been interested in the role of mobile devices for learning since 2001. It's an ongoing aspect of our support for the partner colleges and will evolve and change as mobile devices change and become more prevalent for our learners. So how is this funded? Well, it's internally funded as part of our core funding. However, it is not a priority, therefore it is a slow but steady aim of ours
we are hoping to secure some external funding for research and future work. So what have we achieved? Well, we have investigated the potential of a range of mobile devices and their ability to display content through the use of open source and freeware software tools. We have converted a range of content and seen how it can be displayed on mobile devices. We've also identified specific groups and practitioners within the partner colleges with whom we will work with to create, design, develop and deliver mobile content via the virtual learning environment. The WCC has had a mobile version of their website since 2001. So what about the future? Well, we're working on guides for staff on how to use software tools to convert content quickly and easily for mobile devices. We are planning and working on a series of guides which will provide advice and guidance to staff on how to design learning activities which incorporate mobile devices. So isn't this all just about expensive gadgets? Well, we realise that not everyone has a fully interactive multimedia mobile device. However, it must be remembered that today's expensive phone is tomorrow's cheap pay-as-you-go phone. In the future, there may be opportunities for providing more capable devices to learners, but in reality, we don't see this as the way forward.
So what is our vision? Well, learners have mobile devices. They are already using them for communication, entertainment and information. What we are trying to do is to utilise the devices our learners already have and let them use them for learning. So we have three core aims that kind of link in with our work. One is to provide advice and guidance to practitioners on how to convert and present content for use on mobile devices. The second aspect is to provide simple mechanisms to allow learners to actually access this content and download onto their mobile devices. The third aspect is to look at actually learning activities or learning design and how we can design learning activities that incorporate the use of the mobile devices that our learners have.
We have three key aims in relation to mobile learning. The first is to provide advice and guidance to practitioners on how to convert and present content for mobile devices. Our second aim is to provide simple mechanisms to allow learners to download the relevant content from the virtual learning environment and transfer it or copy it to their portable mobile device. Our third aim is to provide a range of learning scenarios, what we may call learning design, that incorporate the use of mobile devices. So what about a VLE on a mobile? Well, we're not looking at delivering the VLE over a mobile device, even though some of these devices have wireless internet access or even mobile internet access. The internet is not accessible unless you have wireless access or pay for mobile internet, and this can be quite expensive. What we are trying to do is more about delivering personalised learning experiences which can be transferred to a mobile device and used at a time and place to suit the learner. The key driver has been, in the main, what mobile devices do our learners have and how can they use these devices to access their learning? We're not trying to provide the learners with a device, but to enable them to utilise their mobile devices to be able to access learning at a time and place to suit them. This is quite different to many of the mobile learning projects and initiatives that have taken place over recent years. Our aim is that learners can access their learning from anywhere that suits their needs. Mobile devices have real potential to be tools for learning.